of the champions Arsenal involved in a 7-goal thriller against Norwich. A special salute at Highbury for David O'Leary, whose 622nd game for Arsenal set an all-time appearance record. But the fans had much more to savour. In a remarkable game, Norwich stunned the champions by establishing a 2-0 first-half lead. First, Allen's far post header, and then Phillips' free kick bent right over the Arsenal wall. The Norwich celebrations were premature. Arsenal had rehearsed their set pieces too. Niall Quinn made it 2-1. They'd hardly got their breath back when Lee Dixon's penalty put Arsenal level. But incredibly, Norwich took the lead again, Sherwood gratefully accepting his chance. Then suddenly Arsenal remembered it was supposed to be O'Leary's day. 3-0. Still it wasn't over. With just a minute left, Butterworth was penalised for holding Thomas. Another penalty for Arsenal. This time, in the cruelest of finishes for Norwich, Dixon was to be given a second chance. In such a highly charged atmosphere, the end was to cloud an otherwise memorable afternoon. Arsenal 4, Norwich City 3. And that win moves Arsenal up into third place. Chelsea are a point clear of Liverpool at the top. Southampton stay fifth after drawing with Spurs, while Everton play Aston Villa tomorrow. Maurice Johnson scored the only goal.
Headlines all week. That amazing Arsenal-Norwich match that ended in uproar after Arsenal took the lead for the first time with a last-minute penalty. First, let's recap the action.
Gordon to take it. And Malcolm Allen scores. The set piece pays off for Norwich City. Sherwood, Goss, and Allen held off the defenders then with what Arsenal will feel was a stray elbow, and that's why tempers have been lost. O'Leary and Allen, it's been simmering really for a good few minutes now. Here's Phillips. Oh, and Lukic is beaten. It's 2. Beaten by the pace on the free kick. It's Thomas back healing for Richardson. Oh, Gunn's lost it. A goal for Niall Quinn. Quinn. Was there a hand used? There was. It's a penalty. Lee Dixon has never before taken a penalty in his league career. What circumstances to start taking on the job. He scores! 2-2. Linnigan coming in from a deeper position. Here he is, it's a free header. Lukic has lost it, and it's forced in by Sherwood. And Norwich City, remarkably, have got back in front. O'Leary, 3-3. Well, would you believe it? Up goes Quinn, on goes Thomas. It's a penalty for Arsenal. A great weight on the shoulders of Lee Dixon. And Gunner saved it, Dixon! And it's found its way in!
Well, seconds after Lee Dixon's winner, the players were involved in a mass bout of pushing and shoving. It's been dubbed a brawl, but there's been worse scuffles in the January sales. Both clubs have been charged with bringing the game into disrepute, largely because the scenes were witnessed in countries around the world. But it was an unfortunate incident at a sensitive time for the image of the game in England. But, Jim, I think it's worth looking again at the incident which caused the Norwich players to blow the top.
I think so, Ian, and it is, I mean, in my opinion, and I have to say that, I think the referee's influence on this game with a couple of bad decisions, I don't see as that being a penalty there. And this one, I mean, if it was a foul at all, it was the other way. He's backing into the player. Nobody really seriously took that as a foul or a penalty incident. You can tell by players' reactions. They know when things go wrong. And so, in a highly charged atmosphere like it was, it's understandable. I'm not defending players, but it's understandable to see what happened that actually happened. And you get a referee, I feel, that was instrumental in causing that in some way, walks away from that without being questioned. And the whole of the game's been brought into disrepute because of that.
Well, it was interesting,
I think it's dangerous.
that the referee wasn't even going to report that, actually, and was told you better report it.
Quite rightly so. I think I've seen individual incidents with players clashing with each other that have been far worse than that 19-man incident.
Yes.
As the Norwich player says, they were all having a pint in the bar afterwards, and that should be the end of it.
Right, OK.